So I started my video by unboxing this Win biscuit joiner purchased at HomeDepot.com for $49.45. The question I have is whether or not this tool is worth having around my wood shop. I don't know. I'm actually going to put it to a test, join a few boards. So if you want to find out, make sure that you watch my video all the way through, because at the end of my video, I'm going to give you my full review. All right, this is the biscuit joiner, and the model number is going to be JN8504. Got this from the Big Orange box store, and now I'm about to open it to see what we get. Come with the manual. Got the manual here. We got the sawdust filter here. Got some biscuits they threw in, size 20. And here's the product, guys. Made by Win. And I'm really going to enjoy testing this out. Okay, so before we take it to the shop, let's get to know the item a little bit better. All right, so this is going to be your handle. This is going to be your trigger. This is going to be your carbon brush cover. This is going to be your angle adjustment locking knob. This is going to be your angle ruler. This button right here is going to be your spindle lock button. This right here is going to be your height fence. This down here is going to be your angle fence. This black plate is going to be your base plate. This is going to be your depth adjustment dial. And this is your dust chute. This is where you're going to connect your sawdust bag. All right, so with all this in mind, let's take this outside to the shop and get it started. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use two old boards. I'll line them up, and I'm going to use their size 20 biscuits there since they provided it. So I'm just going to draw a line here, draw a line there, draw a line here. This right here is a safety feature, which I think is pretty cool. It won't start unless you push this forward. All right, so now we got the holes set up. Pull some of these 20s out, and I am just going to put them in. One thing I noticed, the smell of wood is definitely evident, which is normal. I was worried about the thing smoking, to be honest with you. All right, so let's set this in. So that's how you join two boards. Now, you can glue it and it will be a lot stronger, but that's how you do it. One thing I do want to mention, that before you start, joining boards, make sure that you set your level at the right spot. I'm using a size 20 biscuit, so you want to make sure that this knob says 20. You can go to 0, and you can even go all the way to 10. But since I was using a 20 biscuit, and you want to make sure that that's the right size, otherwise it's not going to work for you. Okay, so here is my final review. As soon as I took the tool out of the box, I inspected it. I noticed that the angle fencing was a little off. It was like sideways, and I tried to see if I could adjust it, and I couldn't do it. So I used it anyways just to make sure. But the good thing is that every slot that I cut, it was straight, so I'm happy with that. Not sure why that's angled a little bit. Maybe it was banged up on the shipping. I don't know. That's something to be determined later. But that was the first thing I found. The second thing I found was the noise. I thought it was the motor. When I was, grinding the wood with the tool, after I let go of the lever, it kind of wind down, and you can hear that. And I'm like, that doesn't sound normal. I thought it was maybe the motor going bad, but as I inspected it even more, I found that it's not the motor. It's actually the spinning blade. So I'm not sure if it's maybe mounted wrong. Maybe it's not tight. Overall, it is annoying. It could be tolerated, but it is what it is. But other than that, there's no other complaints. I think I'm going to use this tool for a few months, and then I'm going to go ahead and update with another video. For the pricing, $49.45, that is not a bad price from Win. I'm going to go ahead and place a link below so that way you guys can do more research on it. So anyways, that's the end of my video. I hope you found it to be helpful. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, I'll see you in my next video.